Welcome to the Rugby Obsession Deep Dive.
Great to be here.
Today, we're digging into something that caught my eye from Planet Rugby about Cheslin Kolbe.
Yes, the Springboks star.
Exactly. There was this headline about an embarrassing blunder in a Japan Rugby League One match.
Right, headlines like that always jump out, don't they?
They do. But our goal here isn't just to focus on that one moment. We want to unpack it, see the context, what it tells us about the game, maybe even about players at that level.
Makes sense. Look beyond the clickbait, so to speak.
Precisely. And hey, if you enjoy these kinds of deep dives into rugby, make sure you subscribe to Rugby Obsession. You won't want to miss what we cover next.
Definitely. So this incident Planet Rugby highlighted. It was from the Suntory Sungoliath versus Toyota Verblitz game.
That's the one. Kolbe plays for Suntory, of course. And Verblitz coached by Steve Hansen and Ian Foster. Quite the coaching lineup there.
Indeed. A lot of All Blacks history on that sideline. And this match just happened, right? Past weekend, April 28th.
Correct. And here's the first important bit of context. Suntory, Kolbe's team, they actually won pretty handily, 45-28.
Okay, so straight away, the blunder didn't cost them the game. That changes the framing quite a bit.
It really does. So what happened? The article says Kolbe, playing on the wing, got a pass from his fly half Kaisuke Maria, clear path to the try line.
The dream scenario for a winger like Kolbe.
Totally. But here's the twist. Kolbe also takes the conversions for Suntory.
Ah, okay. So he's thinking ahead.
Seems like he apparently tried to angle where he grounded the ball, to make the conversion kick easier for himself.
That's interesting. A split-second calculation, score the try, but also position for the extras. Shows that strategic thinking, even at full pace.
Yeah, but it didn't quite come off. The report says while trying to do that, he coughed the ball up behind the try line.
Oh, no. So grounded it, but lost control. Or lost it before grounding.
It sounds like he lost control in the process of trying to ground it optimally, just behind the line. Turnover, no try.
Wow. And that would have been his 6th try of the season, apparently. That's gotta sting, even in a win. Fine margins.
Definitely fine margins. And at the time, Suntories were up 14-7. They'd already had tries from Sam Cane, another big name, and Isaiah Punavai. Verblitz had a penalty try.
So missing that try didn't suddenly put them under huge pressure, but it was certainly a missed chance to stretch the lead early on.
Exactly. But what's really crucial, and I think Planet Rugby did well to include this, is that despite that moment, Kolbe apparently had a really strong game overall.
Right, this is important. We can't just define a performance by one mistake, can we? What did they say he did?
Well, the stats mentioned were pretty solid. 50 meters from 8 carries, beat 5 defenders, made 4 clean breaks. That's pretty active and effective.
Yeah, those are good numbers. Beating 5 defenders, 4 clean breaks, that shows his usual spark was there.
And significantly, he still kicked well. Successfully converted 4 other tries for Suntory.
Okay, so the kicking duties didn't suffer.
Yeah.
It really paints a picture of, one isolated error in an otherwise very positive contribution.
It seems that way. It's a good reminder, isn't it? Even the absolute best, the guys who seem untouchable, they're human. They can have an off moment.
Absolutely. And the rest of the game sounds like Suntory handled business.
Yeah.
Sam Cane got a second try before halftime.
Yep, though Will Tupel scored for Verblitz too, so it was 19-12 at the break. Still reasonably close. But then second half, Suntory pulled away. 3 quick tries really put them in control.
Although Verblitz rallied a bit. Tries from Kato and Tudraki mentioned.
They did, yeah. Made game of it for a bit, but a late try from Kenta Fukuda for Suntory sealed that 45-28 win.
So a solid win that keeps them well-placed for the playoffs, it seems.
Looks like it. And just a quick reminder for everyone listening, if you're finding this breakdown useful, hit that subscribe button for Rugby Obsession so you get more analysis like this.
Good call. It's also interesting, thinking about how Planet Rugby framed this.
Yeah.
They led with the blunder, but then provided all this context, including links to other recent articles about Kolbe doing amazing things.
That's true. I saw those. They mentioned his insane wizardry, that volley and finish, the big solo try, him being named SA Player of the Year.
Right. So it wasn't like they were trying to paint him as suddenly error-prone. It feels more like, well, this happened. It was noticeable because it's Kolbe, but look at everything else he's doing.
Yeah, it feels balanced in that sense. It's an anomaly, almost, rather than a trend. Which brings us back to the main point, really.
That even superstars are human.
Pretty much. It's a high-pressure game. Things happen in milliseconds, a slight miscalculation, a moment's loss of concentration.
And boom, it's a headline. Especially for a player with his profile. But the resilience, the ability to kick 4 conversions after that, and the stats he put up, that tells you more, perhaps.
I think so. What do you, listening in, make of it? Does a moment like this change your perception of a player known for brilliance? Or is it just part of the territory at the elite level? We'd genuinely love to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, definitely. It makes you think about the scrutiny these players are under constantly.
Yeah,
Every single action is analyzed.
for sure. But bouncing back, that's the mark of quality, isn't it?
It really is.
So that wraps up our deep dive into that Cheslin Kolbe moment in Japan, putting it alongside his overall performance and recent form.
Hopefully it provided a clearer picture beyond just the initial headline.
We hope so too. Don't forget to subscribe to Rugby Obsession for more discussions where we unpack the stories behind the scores.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you for listening to the Rugby Obsession Deep Dive. We look forward to you tuning into our next episode.